Hello and welcome again to Chris's Caribbean Delights, and this episode is about cook-up rice. A cook-up rice is like a peas and rice with meat, and everything is just cooked up with coconut milk. And this is a traditional Guyanese recipe, or Guyanese rice, that we cook back home in Guyana. I'm going to bring that to you today, and let's go to the ingredients for this cook-up rice. And here we go, guys. Obviously we need rice. I have 2.5 cups of rice here, and I'll be doing a split peas cook-up, and I have 2.5 cups of split peas also. The meats that I'm going to put in here, pigtail is a traditional meat for cook-up rice. So I have like maybe about 1.5 pounds of pigtails, and I'll also use some cubed pork. Or you can substitute beef. I'm not into the red meat right now. And also some chicken gizzard. I'm going to put some chicken gizzard in there, and I'm going to come back and show you how to, well, actually we can do this right now, because if you can see the chicken gizzard, there's a discolored part there on the chicken gizzard. You have to clean them. You have to take that out. The butcher may not get it all, or whoever is packaging it may not get it all. So you just have to go through your gizzards and just peel this discolored skin off of the chicken gizzard, and you discard that. So I'll go through the rest of them and make sure that there's there aren't any more with that discolored skin. And the chicken gizzard, it's a very delicious organ meat from the chicken. So we'll have that. Those are the meats that I'm going to put in there. Everything is going to be cooked in coconut milk. I have 3 cans of coconut milk in there. I may use all, I may not use all of it. I have some complete seasoning, some bullion powder, some thyme and oregano, some garlic powder, 2 bay leaves, some fresh onion, which I'll chop, some fresh hot pepper, and some fresh garlic I'll also use. And I'll also use I don't have spinach, but I'll probably put in some Bok Choy in there. So I'll get the Bok Choy, and we'll be back. So now I'm going to pressure the pigtails, and throw that water out, because you don't want that salt. You don't want all that salt from these are salted pigtails. So you have to I'll pressure them. Once they break down and that salt comes out, I'll change that water maybe once or twice. So just pressure it maybe like for 5 minutes. Change that water, pressure it for another 5 minutes until it's nice and soft. And I will probably also do the same thing with the chicken tenders, but I wouldn't change the water. I'll just with the chicken gizzards, just pressure that until it gets tender. So we'll be back with the preparation. And on the cutting board here, I have the chicken gizzards. The chicken gizzard. I mean, some people may never have heard of chicken gizzard as yet, but the chicken gizzard is the part of the stomach. It's part of the chicken's stomach that holds the food before it's digested. I guess being from the Caribbean and from the countryside, we did our processing of our chickens, ourselves. So we know about this. This is the stomach, the part of the stomach that holds the food, the raw food, until it's digested. So so I'll just cut these up, give them a rough chop, so they can get a little smaller and they can cook quicker. I'll just give this a rough chop, and I'll season them lightly with some oregano, thyme, and some bullion powder, and then we'll be ready to give it a few minutes in the pressure cooker in the Instant Pot. We're now going to start to put this cook-up rice together, and I'll be frying up some of the seasonings, onions and garlics in butter and oil. Butter and oil. That's the onion and my garlic. little bit. Going with the scallions, the dill, a little bit of bullion seasoning, some complete seasoning, some thyme. Oh, bay leaves should be in here. Some garlic powder. Cooking up is so nice and fragrant. I have here carrots and bok choy. Let this cook for a little bit. And we're going to go for the milk, coconut milk. I'm not sure I need all three of them, so let's pour 2 of them in right now. And you should shake them up before you open them. Just shake them up just to make sure that everything's mixed. It usually tends to settle a little in the can, so. I just usually pour some water in the pan, like a half a can, so you get like 2 cups, like 2 cans and a can of water. But I'm sure I'll need another can of milk in here because of the amount of rice and that I'm going to be doing with the meat. So we're going to let this go boil slowly for about 5 minutes before we start adding other ingredients to it. Now that this has been boiling for about 3 or 4 minutes with the coconut milk, I'll add my pigtails that I cut up. I pressured them twice to get some of that salt out. So now it just has to continue cooking in here and get that flavor enhanced into the pot. So that's going to go for a few minutes, maybe about 5 minutes or so, and then I'll just I'll start adding my other ingredients. I have to add the peas and then the rice, and the gizzards, and the smoked pork. I've added the peas. This is going to continue boiling. The peas is going to take maybe about 15 minutes to get soft, and the rice is going to take a little while also. So you're just going to get this going And once it comes to a boil, we're going to cover the pot and let it work. And my fire is at medium-low really right now, but this is a very good burner. The burner stays hot. So on low fire, we'll just keep it on low fire. So far we're coming along, and I have my peas in there that's boiling, and I added a couple of hot peppers in there along with the pigtails. So this is going to boil. I want the piece to really get soft and like infuse into the rice when I put it in. So right now I still have to put in the gizzards and the smoked pork, and when I'm putting those in, I'll be back. Okay guys, I've added the gizzards there. I was pressuring them. I added the gizzards and the pork, the cubed pork, and I already had the pigtails in there. I added the hot peppers. They're going to steam there nicely. And now I'm going to add the rice. I'm going to wash the rice about 3 or 4 times and then we add it in there. So the rice has been washed about 4 times, 4 to 5 times I think I did it. When the water was nice and clear, that's when I put it into the pot here. Now, once you put your rice in here, set your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Set your oven to 350 because that's where you're going to finish your dish. You're going to finish it in the oven. You stir your rice in. Make sure that it's incorporated into every corner, and with the peas also. Stir that in, and you turn your medium low your fire, okay, and let it slowly come to a boil. Once it comes to that boil and the water on the top has subsided and soaked into the rice and has been absorbed, then you're going to put it in the oven and you'll finish it in the oven for about 15-20 minutes. So that's my technique. And once you have put everything in, once you've mixed everything and you have all your ingredients in there, check again for your salt element to see how, if it's satisfactory to you, and then you can add a little bit of salt, a little bit of other seasonings that you may miss, you may not be tasting. So you just season it up again and then let it go, come to a slow boil, and then you'll cover and put it in the oven for 15 to 20 minutes. Once the water on the top subsides and soaks into the rice and the peas and it starts to dry out, that's when once you can see the top of the rice and stuff, you put it in the oven. So here we are, guys. After the stovetop, putting the rice on the stovetop and mixing everything in with the water, with the lovely coconut liqueur that we made with the peas. Once it started to subside, I put it in the oven. And putting it in the oven, it just cooks evenly, and that all that water subsides and it gets nice and fluffy. So this is the final product: our cook-up rice with pigtails and chicken gizzards, pigtails, and smoked pork. Okay. So I'll leave all the instructions and the ingredients in the below. So enjoy. So this is my cook-up rice. I dished some out, and it's tasting wonderfully. It's just awesome. And I hope you try this recipe. Give it a go. You'll love it. It would be your go-to rice. So thanks again for watching. And like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next clip. Thank you.